So what's up mga brad? So ngayon sa video na ito, we are going to talk about calculus. And we're going to start our discussion tackling basic differentiation rules. So in today's video, tatalakayin natin yung apat na importanteng rule sa calculus. So first, we have the constant rule. So ano bang constant rule? So sinasabi sa constant rule ng derivative ng kahit na anong constant ay laging 0. So second rule, so we have the power rule. Okay, let's say, ang i-derive natin is x raised to n. So ngayon, ang magiging derivative nun, yung n, ibababa lang natin siya katabi ng x, tapos yung exponent or yung n na yun, i-minus 1 lang natin. Pero may limitation no, sa rule na ito. So ang sabi, ang n daw, hindi dapat siya mag-i-equal sa 0. So, pangatlong rule, so we have the constant multiple rule. So, ano bang sinasabi sa constant multiple rule? So, let's say, sa term na ating i-derive is meron siyang kasamang number or basically coefficient or basically constant nga. So, yung constant na yun, pwede muna natin siyang iset aside. After natin siyang ma-set aside and after natin ma-derive yung function of x na kasama niya, pwede natin siya ulit isama doon sa na-derive na, no? And lastly, we have the sum and difference rule. So, syempre, all throughout, hindi lang naman isang term ang ating i-derive, right? So, kadalasan, nagiging expression. And kapag tayo ay magdi-derive ng expression, pwede natin silang paghiwa-hiwalayin muna. So, kapag hiniwa-hiwalay na natin, pwede natin siyang i-derive individually. And then, kapag na-derive na natin them individually, pwede na natin sila ulit ipag-combine. At syempre, yung operation na nagko-connect doon sa dalawang term, dapat ayun pa rin. Or kung meron mang other modification, maaari siyang mabago. Pero what I mean is that kung wala naman, kung ano man yung nagko-connect, ayun pa rin ang isulat natin. So anyways, we are going to solve some problems na. Okay, let's begin. Okay, for our first problem. So, anong derivative ng y is equal to 1 million plus 3 pi. So, ang sabi natin ng derivative ng kahit anong constant ay laging 0. So, ngayon, to solve this, so we will have 0 plus 0. And ang magiging sagot natin ay 0. So, napakasimple pa lang. Okay? So, ngayon, kahit anong number pa yan, kahit anong constant yan, ang derivative lagi nun ay 0. Okay? So, we have 2. For our second problem, magiging 2x squared plus yan. Okay, so first, wait lang pala. Kulang. Hindi natin samang y. Okay, so una natin i-derive is itong term. Then yan, individual natin silang i-derive. So, segregate muna natin. Ang derivative ng x squared, 2x, right? Plus. So, ngayon ito, pwede natin siyang i-write as x raised to 1 over 9. So, ito, part na yan, magiging 4x lang yan. Tama? Plus, okay, derive na natin. So, yung 1, 9, nilalagay natin siya dyan, x. 1, 9 minus 1. Okay? So, 4x. Ano yung 1, 9 minus 1? So, 1, 9 minus 1. So, you will have 9 here. 1 minus 9. So, magiging negative 8 raised to 9. So, ngayon, ang problem, pwede natin siya masimplify as x raised to negative 8 over 9. Or simply, pwede natin ma-write ang ating sagot by this. 1 over 9x raised to 8 over 9. Okay? So far guys, no? Madali pa lang yung ating mga i-derive. Kasi nga yung mga rules na ating ang nasa video na ito is madadali pa lang din. So, pero napakahalaga nila. Ay, sorry. So ngayon kung nabibilisan kayo guys, pwede nyo naman i-post yung video tapos analyze nyo muna. Okay, so let's go for our third problem. Okay, so i-derive natin to. Y is equal to 8 over 5 times x raised to negative 5. Ngayon, paano yan ngayon? So, simply, ang 8 fifths, ano yan, di ba, constant. So, pwede natin i-write yan as ganito. Yan. Tama ba? And then, pwede pa natin yan masimplify, no? Apply lang natin ang algebra. So, reciprocal rule. So, simply, ayan. Tama? So, ngayon kung hindi mo pa alam yung rule na yan, guys, aralin nyo muna siguro. Okay, so anyways, 8 fifths. Magiging, so ang derivative niyan, guys, 5x. Okay, 5 minus 1, magiging 4. So, this one will cancel out. So, simply, 8 times x raised to 4. Okay, so ito yung sagot natin sa problem na ito. So, yun, smooth, no? Pangat lang sulat natin. So, anyways, let's go for number 4. Okay, for our fourth problem, so y is equal to 4x squared plus 2x plus 5 whole over x. So, hindi porket naka-fraction form, ang isipin mo na kaagad is, applyin ko to ng quotient. So, hindi laging ganun ang mindset, guys. Ngayon, if the first thing that you're going to do is to analyze yung function na ibinigay kung ma-simplify mo muna siya bago mo siya i-derive. Just like this one. So, itong problem na ito, pwede natin siyang ma-rewrite as ganito, right? Plus 2x over x plus 5 over x. Tama ba? So, ngayon, kung isi-simplify, so this one will cancel, this one will cancel out. So, ngayon, itong, ayan pala, pwede natin siyang ma-rewrite as ganito lang. 5 over x. Okay, so i-rewrite pa natin siya ulit, no? 4x plus 2 plus 5 x raised to negative 1. So, pwede naman yan, no? Right? So, ngayon, derive na natin. So, for derivative ng x is 1 plus, okay, derivative ng constant ay 0 plus 5, ang derivative niyan, so magkakaroon ka ng negative 1 plus negative 1 minus 1, so that's gonna be negative 2. Okay, kung simplify natin, so 4 plus 5, okay, yung nasa loob ng parenthesis, pwede siyang masulat as ganito. Tama? So, applyin lang natin ang algebra. Or basically, yung magiging sagot sa problem na ito is simply ganito lang pala. Ayan. So, ayan. Kung medyo naguguluhan, pwede nyo i-post ang video and analyze nyo muna kung bakit naging ganito. Anyways, let's go na for our problem number 5. Okay, for problem number 5, ito ang ating i-derive. Y is equal to x 2/3 minus x raised to 1/3 plus 4. Okay, so derive natin sila individually. So, ito magiging 2/3 x raised to 2/3 minus 1 minus 1/3 x raised to 1/3 minus 1, and yung derivative ng 4 ay 0. So, simplify natin. So, what's 2/3 minus 1? So, that's gonna be 2 minus 3. So, negative 1/3 ka. And then, ang 1/3 minus 1. So, that's gonna be 1 minus 3. So, that's gonna be negative 2/3. So, ganyan lang pala. Okay? So, we can rewrite our answer just like this. So, anyways, magiging x raised to, ano muna ito? Negative 1/3, right? Minus 1/3 x raised to negative 2/3. So, i-write natin yung problem. So, 2/3 Magiging 1 over x raised to 1/3 minus 1/3 magiging 1 over x raised to 2/3. Or simply, ang solution, ang sagot is pwede siyang ganito. 1/3. Ay, lagi ko na ano yan. Yan. Minus 1 over 3 x raised to 2/3. Yan. So, ganyan lang kasimple yung sagot, guys. Pwede na yan. Okay. So, for our last problem na muna tayo, guys. Kasi baka masyado mahaba ng vid. Okay, for number 6, y is equal to, okay, ito. 7 over x plus 2 over x. Divide natin siya ngayon by x. Raised to negative 1. Parang napagtripan lang, no? So anyways, apply natin siya ng importanteng rule sa math. We have the PEMDAS. Okay, unahin muna natin yung nasa loob ng parenthesis. So sa numerator, pwede siyang marirate as ganito, right? And then, syempre, denominator, ganyan pa rin. And then, if you're going to simplify this complex fraction, so magiging 9 over x squared. Okay? Kung di mo pa alam yan, okay, practice ka muna. So, ngayon, ang nasa loob pala ng ating exponent is simply ganyan lang pala. So, that's equal to 9 over x squared. So, magkakaroon ka dyan ng negative 1. So, reciprocal, no? So, ang exponent, ang problem na yan, because naka-reach siya negative 1, pwede natin na-write as ganito. Malinaw ba? So, ngayon ito, pwede siyang, kung simplify natin, x squared over 9. So, yun lang pala yung derive natin, no? So, ngayon, 1/9. Ang derivative ng x squared, guys, 2x, right? Then, syempre, magiging sagot is 29x. Ayan. Ayan yung ating sagot sa problem na yan. So, looks complicated, but the solution itself is very easy lang. So, ngayon, I think, dito muna tayo magtatapos. And then, gawan ko na lang ng part 2. Syempre, sa part 2, ibang rules naman yung ating tatalakayan. So, ayan, maraming salamat, guys. Thank you for watching.